What is poppin'?
Hey there, guys. It's your boy Bert. It's your boy Ernie. This is the Bert and Ernie Show.
Look at us. I know y'all hear some voices in the background. We do have two friends of the podcast in the building today.
Yes.
All professional as shit.
We got the family members in the
You
building.
can poke your head in. We got my boy Rooch.
Keep going. Yeah.
If it ain't Rooch, then wings is raw. What's up? Then we got we got the big dog Dreek. He's over here in the cut.
So you know the vibes.
He got business to attend to.
Oh god.
Man, obviously I watched the episode right last week.
Yeah.
Because obviously.
Of what?
Just last week's episode. Okay.
Of this podcast.
I was boring as fuck that whole episode. I'm really watching myself like. This is what you want. This is what you want. I mean, the whole vibe was fire, but I was just like, it was a lot of this. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How about me?
I don't really.
Great as always.
Solid.
That's all I gotta hear.
Like
baby.
a rock. Remember that Chevy song?
I want to start off by saying one thing. The new Pope is from Chicago. That's
America.
That's the first American Pope. He was just. I think today he was.
Have you seen that movie Conclave?
I have not.
You're never gonna watch it, but it is
Never.
fire. It is fire.
Yeah. Well, I think it's crazy. That's the first one ever from America. That's the Pope. Also, the fucking church has more power than any.
You know they own more real estate than anybody in the entire world. The Vatican.
That's fucking wild, and I believe it, bro. They're untouchable, bro. There was a priest or whatever. I might be fucking up the story, but it was a priest.
They are untouchable, but they do like to touch.
Oh God. So
small boys.
That brings me to my thing that I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Is that this priest? He I don't know where he was, somewhere, and he was touching on kids a grip. So the feds were trying to get him or whatever.
Touching on kids a grip is crazy.
I mean, he was.
I got a little ring to it.
Hella
Touching on kids a grip. Touching on kids a grip.
Yeah. So he was touching hella
kids,
kids, right? And the feds or some government, whatever, was trying to get him, right? And the Pope fucking abolished all of it and was like, nah. Basically, was like, y'all can't fuck with him for these crimes.
I smell a conspiracy.
Yo, it's not a conspiracy. It's real. You can probably look that
conspiracy
shit up.
Tony in them.
Yeah, no, that's how much power he had. Where he's like, nah, I'm shutting all that shit down. And then he sent the fucking priest to somewhere he can't get extradited or fuck with. Like, think about having that much power to the government. It's like, hey, this dude's fucking molesting children. And
They're
you're just like,
pull up.
Stop. You know? Yeah.
You're wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fuck you anyways. He's going to Cancun.
How'd you get this number?
Yeah. For real, right? I got the.
Oh, bet. Save it. Well, that's actually our next topic. I'll put these pictures up in here somewhere. Send me that so I can do that.
I'm
I don't
wrong,
think I saved
actually.
it.
That's not the one, so let's keep. That's all me, y'all.
We ain't putting pictures up.
That's all me, bro.
That's all right. We can go on. I was watching. What was it? It was one of them like Planet Earth shits, but it was like the ocean. You know, I was in that bitch like.
Planet Earth.
It's called The Blue Planet. Same guy narrates it. It's all in the same like metaverse or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
But it's called Blue Planet, and it's all about the ocean and shit, right?
Really?
So I'm in the bitch like this, like just amazed.
Like
I love
Shark Week?
documentaries, and I was in that bitch like wow. And then there was a part in there. There's I'm gonna dumb it down like I always do. There's this seagrass, right? And then there's turtles that graze on the seagrass. Like that's what they eat is the seagrass. And then the tiger sharks, they pull up, right? I'm going somewhere with this. The tiger sharks pull up and they eat the turtles. Yeah. Right? So the turtles eat the seagrass, the tiger sharks are eating the turtles. It seems like turtles like the grass, sharks like the turtles, right? Boom, bop, bam. It's deeper than that. All right. The grass absorbs twice as much carbon dioxide than the entire rainforest does. Okay. So, we breathe in oxygen, but we also breathe out carbon dioxide. And there's other things in the environment that produce carbon dioxide. Right. So this sea moss absorbs a fuck ton of the Earth's carbon dioxide, like I said, more than the rainforest.
Wow.
So if the turtles didn't have a predator, they would just eat all that seagrass.
And not
and it wouldn't be absorbing that carbon dioxide. So the tiger shark, while it is like he's killing turtles, it's like if he wasn't eating those turtles would eat all that grass.
Circle of life.
That shit's crazy to me,
yeah,
dog.
Yeah.
Like you think it's just a shark eating a turtle, but like but the shark doesn't know he's eating the turtle to save the grass. He's just that shit's crazy,
just like
dog.
Just like a bee doesn't know why it's fucking
but it has a purpose.
Yeah.
I was watching that shit like,
yeah.
Am I high? Like I was really in that bitch like mouth breathing just. Wow.
No, that is actually interesting as fuck.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up while you Google.
No, thank you. I'm still trying to find this.
What'd you do today?
Me?
Yeah. No. Drake, what'd you do today?
I woke up, brushed my teeth, you know what I'm saying, ran a few.
Say less, Rooch.
He should have came out ringing. He said,
don't start a story with I brushed my teeth.
Yeah. Nah.
Same thing, work.
You ain't brush your teeth though? Dirty. Nah. I was actually talking to you though.
You know, I fucking same shit I do. Always, man. I woke up, motivated a bunch of people after I brushed my teeth. Just motivated. Did a couple let's get this monies. You know what I'm saying? What is it called when you say something into existence?
Money. Subservience.
Manifest. Yeah.
That's what I
did a little manifestations, this and that, and
Did you ever watch that movie, The Secret documentary?
Mm-hmm.
It was a book too.
It's a documentary?
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey.
You know the answer.
That's my bag, baby. It's a book too. It's called The Secret. And it's all about manifestation. And that shit had me in a chokehold when I was like 19, 20. Like I was like, my background on my phone was a Ferrari. And I had like a YouTube video saved of the sound that car makes. And I'd sit there and play the sound while I'm looking at the fucking car. And I'm like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to in the documentary, there's dudes that's like, I put a picture of a house that I wanted. Like this house I saw in a magazine. I hung it on my vision board. And he's like, 20 years later, I bought that same house. He's like, not a house like it. That exact. And I was in that bitch like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this.
Not knowing these dudes are full of shit the whole time. Like, I was in that bitch like, yeah, okay, bet. Ferrari background. It means I'm finna get a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah. That's actually
now manifestation is
real.
But the level that shit takes it to, dog.
Yeah, looking back played out the word manifest for me is motherfucking Russ.
Oh, he does everything.
Manifest. I manifest. I hate the word manifest because people use it so much.
Manifest destiny.
You gotta manifest your own destiny, bro. You don't want it bad enough?
Hey, don't get the bros in here.
Hey, don't get the bros in here,
Don't get the bros
bro.
going. Look, the thing is, if you ain't manifesting, you ain't a man testing your own strengths. You feel me? You got to manifest to be a man who tests who you really are. Because if you don't know who you really are, then how do I expect you to know who I am? And if you don't know who I am, then what the fuck are we even doing, dog?
Preach.
You feel me?
Preach.
Take me to church.
Lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
Hey, put 20 in the bucket. Come on.
Put 20 in the bucket. And that just goes for y'all, the preachers. Y'all throw 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. How was my day? Thanks for asking. I've been watching.
Yeah, you're good. No, go ahead.
I've seen every Disney Pixar movie you could think of, right? We all got kids. I know there's somebody out there running around.
You got nephews.
Just hips.
Just built like roots. It gotta be.
Like a little Danny DeVito.
Yeah. But he got nephews all day.
My son, kids go through phases. They're short.
Yeah.
Especially when it might be 2 weeks. Like I fuck with corn dogs and that's it. And then you give them a corn dog and they're like, I don't want that shit. And like, I bet new phase.
That's real.
He's in a phase where movies, which I love because I love movies. Like he's in a bedroom right now watching Fast and the Furious. Like he's not in there watching Coco Melon and like I'll turn the TV on and whatever's like the first 5 movies, I'll just pick one. Rush Hour.
I love that
Fast and the Furious. I put him on a Star Wars marathon for like 10 days. Like you watch them all chronologically going to bed. He don't like cartoons and shit.
Last week he was on Star Wars.
Yeah, heavy.
Well, he had no choice, and he still doesn't have a choice to this day. We're gonna make.
But like,
sure
I've seen every Disney Pixar movie in the past 2 weeks. Like, I'll put them on for him. I'll be doing the dishes, and I'll be in the kitchen like this. Hold on, let me go sit down. Let me see.
Yeah. Let me see all this parts.
Fucking the other day, y'all remember that movie Leo? It's a kids movie. The little iguana that's in the class pet, and he tries to escape.
I didn't watch the movie, but I know what you're talking about.
I put that on. Luis was home too. I put that on for Jace, and then we put Jace to bed, and then without like saying anything, me and Luis were just on the couch just watching Leo, in our 30s, just. And Luisa goes, "Wait, are we watching this?" And I was like, "I mean, I put it on for Jace, but it's low key kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie."
We're already locked in. We got to see how it ends. Yeah.
But like, not like for the past 2 weeks, like I've dead ass like. Not just put it on for my son, like, been watching these hoes, like, damn, Finding Nemo is like, okay, well, let's do Dory next. Like, he's sitting next to me, and I'm, like, spending 20 minutes trying to pick out a movie. Like, no, it's for him.
No, that is real. And actually, stuff's like that a lot. I have a hard time watching kid movies and shows and fucking
like shows I can't like, but Disney Pixar movies are like old like Sony animation, like Megamind shit. Like, I'll watch that.
It's hard for me. Usually I put it on for the kids and I'll be like, and I'll play on my phone behind them, like on the couch, or like,
no, I'll be on that couch, a little bro locked the fuck in. Like,
I might go like wash the dishes, like, and be like, yeah, I'm still watching, you know. But it has to be really good. Like, I think the last one I did that was what is it,
Encanto?
Is that what it is with the family?
Yeah, they live in a
yeah, with Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno.
That Shorty Luis has that rap.
Yeah,
that shit was fire.
Yeah, so that's the last one I watched. I think that was like a kids movie. That was like that whole Disney Pixar, whatever the fuck. But
yeah, no, I've seen them all in the past. Like, to where like I'm like searching for shit. Like, but at the same time, he does like watching. Like, he'll watch whatever the fuck I'm watching. He'll just sit there and be like,
yeah,
yep, this is it. This is what we're doing today. We're locked in.
Yeah. I can't find that Star Wars gym picture. I just looked for the whole time we've been sitting here.
We'll figure it out.
But I remember some of them.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
Hit me.
Chewbacca.
That's right.
Darth Gainer.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah. Darth Gainer.
Broda.
Broda was one.
Somebody with Bench. Jar Jar Bench.
Jar Jar Bench.
No, Bar Bink. What was it? I don't know.
Those are both fire though. Yeah, we'll take either.
Fuck it.
And
it was Anakin.
It was Anakin Sky.
It's like something lifter.
Yeah. Anyways, we suck at this. So we'll just slap a couple pictures up here so you guys can see their names.
You know what we're talking about.
And you guys can just enjoy it if you want. But it's lit and it's fun. And us being Star Wars lovers,
it's all my
y'all
phone.
Fuck with Star Wars? No?
We used to watch it a lot. Growing up. Well, I did. But
Down. All right, yeah. No, I agree. That's just lame. He switch up. Yeah, y'all fuck with that shit either.
Lame fucking nerd.
Yeah, it was actually a test. Damn. So you don't fuck with Star Wars, man?
I used to watch all that, like Lord of the Rings, all that. Like,
Oh, Lord of the Rings is my
This dude loves Lord of the
shit,
Rings.
dog.
You know that.
Pops, that's who put us on it. Pops
For real?
used to watch Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, all that.
That's my shit.
He fuck with Star Wars. See, I love Star Wars. Like, well, obviously, so does he.
It's Star Wars first.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do top three. Let's do top three of like fandom.
Those movies.
Yeah, like fandom, like that movie, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that fandom of
Well,
type
for
of
me-
movie. We'll do everybody's top three fandom.
First, it's Star Wars.
Drake's like, fuck NBA, NFL. Yeah, young boy.
He just spells it F-A-N. Wait, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Star Wars first.
Okay.
And it's real, like, I can never just, like, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Which one? You got to do it. Hey, gun to your head. One of them's your second favorite.
that's a crazy scenario. You like Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter better?
Hey. 100 Men, 1 Gorilla is crazy too, but we still had to do it.
Nah, we're
gun
still
to your
doing
head.
it.
Which one's second? Yeah, this is how you. Hey, pressure.
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
I respect that.
And then Harry Potter.
I respect that.
But it's not just those. I mean, those are my top three.
Lord of the Rings is so fucking good though.
It really is.
Like just the writing aspect of it is just like, I mean, they break that shit down like in ways that are crazy. Harry Potter's great too, and the whole story behind J.K. Rowling.
There's
is
just
super
something
fire,
about Harry Potter that just stirs up that like inner child.
that motherfucker made up a language for the book,
Yeah, that's
bro. And that shit is so far before its time, bro. Like
yeah.
today, that shit's still hard.
Multiple languages.
but it's not my top 3.
It's not even in your top 3?
It's not. But I do love it. But it's not in my top 3 fandoms.
Don't you like the Avengers, Highlander,
Fast and the
Bad
Furious.
Boys?
No. Max Payne. No. Rooch, come on. Let me hear your top 3 fandom.
Avengers count?
I mean, that's yeah.
Man, you wanna get up on there and let them know what time it is?
I'm gonna do Lord of the Rings.
I like the way he said that. Lord of the Rings,
like type of stuff like that.
1?
Yeah, if we count the Avengers, I would say the Avengers. I put Avengers number 1, Lord of the Rings, and then I would put Star Wars. I don't really Harry Potter was good, but I can't. I can tell you more about Star Wars than Harry Potter.
I fuck with that. Come on, Dree. Yeah, Master P. Lil Wayne.
yeah, Hot Boys, No Limit Soldiers, B2K.
Yeah. Come on, man. You don't fuck with no movies?
It's like movies that there's a bunch of them.
But it ain't them type of movies.
No, just like that. There's
it don't
like
gotta be that kind. It ain't gotta be.
Movies, period.
It's like as long as the movie has like
At least 3 movies.
Yeah, have at least 3 movies in the series. For
like
it to be
Rush
that
Hour
bad
could be one.
Okay.
type shit. Rush Hour fan.
Oh,
Okay, you want to redo your shit?
I might have to.
All right. You can.
I'm gonna think.
All right.
So we're gonna do
So it can be like
Friday.
yeah.
So Drake. So this is Drake's list, y'all.
I do Friday,
Friday fandom. That world, right? That makes sense.
and then Rush Hour, and then let me see. So it can be a scary movie too.
Yeah, it could be whatever, as long as it got 3 of them things. Because it has to be like that.
a sequel.
Yeah, it's got to be like a fandom, you know, like Scream or something.
Hey, pull yours back though. Your mic.
Wrong turn.
Wrong
It's
Turn?
hella wrong turns.
Is it good? I was kind of far. I was trying to get them. in there. So
Have
Wrong
you seen that new
Turn-
one? The 2021?
I ain't seen the new one, but
Wrong Turn is a good choice.
There's
though,
like
because-
7 of them.
So Dreeks was in this order. It was Friday, Rush Hour, and Wrong Turn.
Pothead.
Yeah. No, wrong. Yeah, facts.
It's a pothead list.
Wrong Turn is good because that does have like a cult like following. Like a lot of people fuck with that movie. I only saw 1, maybe 2.
I've seen the
Think
first
about
one,
13 of them.
but that new one, it's completely different though.
They've been pushing
Fire.
them bitches out. All right, so that was Dreeks. Rooch, what's yours?
I'm gonna have to
You gonna switch it up?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, you can look.
I'm a man of scary movie, horror films and shit. So I'm gonna go with Conjuring.
Oh yeah.
See, that includes like The Nun.
Yeah.
That includes a bunch of different movies.
Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Conjuring. I'm gonna do. I still wanna keep. I keep Lord of the Rings in there because like those type
Lord
of
of the
movies
Rings.
I like.
Conjuring.
And then I'm gonna do.
I'm in this motherfucker.
Nah, bro, locked the fuck in. Like,
I was trying
I
to
don't
figure
know.
this
I
shit
don't know
out.
what
I'm
my
in it.
third would be.
Dragon Ball Z.
Drake. I can do Dragon Ball Z.
Fuck it, right? Can you do anime? That's a fandom.
I mean,
Let's
Movies.
not do anime. Let's not do anime. My whole list would be anime.
yeah, because this is a movie list.
Yeah, movie.
I mean, there are hella
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z movies.
Avengers. How you gonna have Avengers?
Yeah, I do Avengers.
All right. I had to help him with that one. He was forgetting. It was too close to the
I
crib.
feel like all the Avengers to me was really good.
Bro has hella superhero shit on his wall. That should have been number 1. All right, so his is, say it again. Conjuring.
Avengers,
This is Ruch's list. Conjuring, Avengers,
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Mine, if I had to do like a fandom, Star Wars is obviously number 1. That shit makes me excited and happy right now. I'm probably gonna forget one at some point in time, and it's really gonna fucking suck when I think about it. But I'm also gonna say Mission Impossible.
Oh, solid.
Come on now, big bruh. Come on, big bruh. That big clean. Yes, sir. Come on, my boy. Yes, sir. Mission Impossible, and then
I don't like that. I like that.
I think now I'm just thinking about like the movies y'all said.
Spy Kids.
Right. So if I'm going with Star Wars, Mission Impossible, I gotta go with motherfucking
Ooh, Drake with the sleeper.
John Wick.
Matrix.
Hey, but you did inspire me with the Matrix talk. The Matrix might be better than John Wick, but you know I'm a dog lover, and he was beating the fuck out of everybody behind that dog.
Yeah. Matrix,
so
though.
John Wick is definitely up there, but maybe the Matrix should be number 3.
I used to be gay. Yeah, me and my homeboy, and like when the Matrix come out, wasn't it like 2000 or some shit? It was like the first DVD, wasn't it?
Okay.
Right? It was the first DVD.
Yeah, no, we want to hear the rest of the story. Keep going. Don't keep asking questions. Yeah.
We used to
No judgment, but we do gotta know.
We watched the Matrix like every fucking day, right?
Yeah. Was anybody home?
His just me, him, and his older brother.
We on bros on his
And
head.
we used to like take the little camera,
Yeah.
which was his mom's camera, and looking back.
Okay. Nah, for real, they was in that bitch popping blue pills.
And we used to get like her long ass leather church jackets and shit, and like find sunglasses in the house. Set the camera up and like scene for scene, like act out the movie. And I wish I still had those fucking. That would be a trip to watch nowadays.
So when you say you used to be gay,
Yeah, I was in like 7th grade reenacting
like that kind of
The
gay.
Matrix.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up. I don't mean to disappoint you.
I mean, it's a room full of dudes trying to figure out what you was saying. That's all, you know.
You know what I put? I put over
No, you're done.
Avengers. Actually, I put this as number 2. Blade. I used to watch
Oh, Blade is good as fuck too.
all of them over.
Y'all boys.
The world.
Underworld. I ain't gonna lie, growing up, that was the baddest bitch in my eyes. Kate Beckinsale, I was like, oh my God.
Like, first it was Buffy.
On my soul.
Then it was
Yo, Buffy. That's a damn. What are we doing? What the fuck? We got to think about this list again.
No, I'm
Because now I'm feeling like John Wick shouldn't even get it, even though I've just watched hella John Wick movies. I'd be watching them bitches back to back to back, yeah. And they coming out with the ballerina in a couple of days. I'm trying to see that.
He finna come out now?
Yeah, it's a prequel. Because you know how he's part of that family that has like the ballerinas and shit like that. I forget what they're called, the family. But it's about one of those girls on some nut shit, apparently. And he's in that bitch.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm not caught up on John Wick.
Yeah. Well, you need to catch up, big bro. But The Matrix was good, bro. I would honestly you probably would have convinced me with that one to be my number 3 instead of John Wick. But unfortunately, they dropped the newest Matrix, and that shit was weak.
that shit was buns.
Buns, bro. I wish they wouldn't have done it. They didn't know what they was doing. Because it wasn't the same dudes that made the first 3. But the first, dude, the first 3 got me thinking that this shit's a simulation right here, bro.
No, there's like studies, like scientists that get government grants that are studying if this is a simulation or not. Now, the movie The Matrix, they didn't come up with that concept. They just really fucking capitalized.
Hold on. I think I don't mean to stick on this concept too long, but let me just redo it. Let me just think about what I'm saying. Star Wars, undoubtedly. Mission Impossible,
Indubitably.
100%. You know I fuck with Mission Impossible heavy. I want to say John Wick, but dude, The Matrix is so fucking good. Like, it's written better. John Wick's just fire because he just walks around beating everybody's ass behind his dog.
Yeah.
Which is a great concept. That's like macho as fuck, you know?
But the lore behind The Matrix
Dude,
is
that's
like,
what I'm saying. It's like, you can't fuck with that. That shit's...
Damn. I love The Matrix.
All right.
I'm finna watch The Matrix
Fuck a
tonight.
list. Everything's great. Everything we mentioned was great, though. Yeah.
So, our top 3.
My bad, big bro.
Our top 3. Our top 4 are Star Wars,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
The Matrix, and Avengers.
Friday. Can't forget
Top 5, Friday.
All right, yeah. Fuck it. I mean, we can all agree on that list. I
Yup.
feel wild disrespected for Tom Cruise, though. Motherfucking Mission Impossible been out here. Down, 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 down. How many motherfuckers gonna try to reenact the whole falling from the roof shit?
That's
Like
Tom
all
Cruise
the
in
shows
general.
and everything.
Anything, he always has like an iconic moment in a movie. Like that shit from Risky Business where he slides across the floor in his socks.
Yeah.
Everybody did that as a kid.
Honestly, you know what I want to talk about since we talking about movies? I used to think that Denzel Washington is not a top 5 actor of all time, and I convinced myself today that he is without a doubt.
Don't let the brothers pressure you. Stand on business.
No, 5%. Not 5%. I'm 5%
5%,
black.
I swear
Let me
to
start
God.
with that.
I swear to God, I have a black
Starts
friend.
getting nervous and sweating and shit. But nah, part of my 1%. But no, okay, so I was thinking about it, right? And I never put Denzel in my top 5 actors of all time because I always feel he's the same character, right? We've had that conversation before. Like, the reason I love Christian Bale, is because he's always so fucking different in every movie. Like, his range is crazy.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio, his range is crazy. Denzel's always Denzel. He always the same cool motherfucker. Even in the Gladiator 2, he was still a cool motherfucker, right? He was still Denzel. But with that being said, bro, let me just name a couple movies that make it be like, damn, maybe he is. I'm gonna start off with Training Day, Book of Eli, Deja Vu, Man on Fire, Remember the Titans,
You're missing one of the best ones.
Fences.
Wait, what you finna say?
There's a shit ton. I'm forgetting.
No,
some
this
of
should
them
be in the
now.
top 5.
Training Day?
Oh, should it?
He said Training Day.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not a top 5. I'm just naming them.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just thinking about them as
I
I'm
was gonna
naming
say
them.
John Q. That's one of his.
Fucking John
best
Q
fucking
over his
movies,
kid,
dog.
bro.
Yeah, dog,
what?
that-
No, and I felt that. John Q.
He said, "You must be from the Slapahoe tribe."
No, there's so many good movies, bro. Devil in a Blue Dress. I mean, name a better actor, bro. He got to be top 5 all time.
Yeah, for sure.
Too many bangers to not be in that list.
Top 5 actors though.
Actors,
I did.
and we'll even slim it down to actor, not actresses, because
I don't fuck with them bitches like that. Feel me? They should get paid half price for acting.
Nah. Hey, you know our viewership is like 100% men, so we don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
we just be saying shit at this point. What are they gonna do? Tell his wife to fucking make a complaint?
Come watch this with me, honey.
Yeah.
I want a divorce.
Yeah.
I'm tired of you and your fucking
Babe, I'm
podcast.
sick of yeah. They're fucking corrupting your mind. All you do is watch podcasts and drink.
Shit.
Give a fuck.
That one hit home.
Hey, dog. Okay, so Denzel Washington is a top 5 actor of all time. Some of the greatest movies. I didn't even name a lot of them. And feel free to throw. Matter of fact, go on ahead and put your favorite Denzel Washington movie in that comment section. I want to hear it.
Now.
We can cut that easy. Bam. That's a viral clip. Shout out Denzel.
Oh, he ain't dead. He's still here.
Nah, you was pointing up to the. Yeah, I got you.
To the Gladiators.
To Gladiator 1,
Yeah.
which inspired his rise in Gladiator 2.
There you go.
Type shit.
Type shit.
Oh, what about Flight? Remember that? I'm drunk right now.
Drunk right now.
Bro, don't give a fuck, bro. Come on.
That's a
what?
really good movie.
Equalizer. Why we sleeping on the Equalizer fandom?
I wasn't
3-piece.
I wasn't a big. Yeah.
I got my boy fucked up. He was in Italy with it. Mr. International. Beating ass in Italy, bro.
Takers was decent.
Which one?
Takers. There's only 2 of them. I thought it was 3 of them. I think they was coming out. They coming out with a 3rd one.
Taker. Oh yeah, with Hayden Christensen and
Oh, Denzel wasn't in that.
no, I don't know what bro.
Yeah. No, he threw me off, my boy.
Bro said.
No, Takers was fire. I only saw the one though.
Hopefully go back in the living room.
No, actually, man, fuck y'all. Man, fuck y'all in the movie suggestions. That was a good one. Yeah, bro. Fucking. There's a couple that I thought about earlier that I can't remember right now.
Actors.
No, Denzel movies. Like,
Oh.
there's so many fucking
Yeah,
good
there are.
movies, bro. That
He's
are by
been.
him,
He's been in.
and he's still killing it.
They all usually slappers too. I ain't really seen a bad Denzel movie.
Oh God, I ain't never seen a bad one.
Well, let's see.
Let's see it. Let's see if there's a bad one. Damn, bro, taking a long time.
Fuck you.
You finna Google worst Denzel movie. He on a mission.
Prove them wrong.
Yeah, he on that bullshit.
Google's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, he was in Malcolm X. Come on, baby.
It was enough, man.
Where's the movie list?
It was good though.
Oh God.
American Gangster.
Yeah,
American
fire.
fucking Gangster.
Fire.
Yo, hey, we're gonna slap this list on the fucking screen, but feel free to run down them names as you go. We'll let you know if we hear a weak one.
Two Guns was fire.
Two Guns with Mark Wahlberg.
The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 with John Travolta when he hijacks that train.
Fire. And yeah, he's a conductor doing the phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Deja Vu, you said that.
Yeah.
The Manchurian Candidate. All right, we had some technical difficulties, but we are back. We're back. We're back. We're back. My bad. Got a little
Yeah,
too-
honestly, we're not going to say the whole list of Denzel Washington movies, but just know that they are fire.
They're fire.
And whenever you have nothing to do and you're laying in bed.
Don't do
and-
that.
Huh?
Don't do that. Wait, what were you going to say?
Never mind.
Bet. Speaking of movies, though.
This is the movie episode, ain't it?
I think
We got that.
I found my actually like my favorite movie.
Your favorite movie of all time.
I think so.
Let's
Now
hear
this
it.
might change in the future, but
Subject
I got to
change.
thinking like, what do I look for in a movie? And like, aside from the plot,
Yeah.
the setting has a lot to do with what I like
100%.
about a movie.
The angles. Yeah.
The angle, like the person's house. Like I like a little adventure in a movie,
Yeah.
like a little outdoorsy adventure type shit. I love like a cool ass house in a movie. I like the innocence of like not a kids movie, but like when movies were still kind of kids for
Yeah.
kids, but they're also for adults at the same time. Like what would be a good like Big, like the movie Big.
Yeah.
It's kind of a kids movie, but it's also like
But yeah.
so like that little that innocence from that kind of like kid movie.
Something that could be a kid's movie, or
Or
you could
could
take
be
your
adult.
mom, or you could take your kids. Type
And
shit.
I realized after watching this movie for the 100th fucking time, I was like, this has everything I look for in a movie. It's funny. It's a little adventure. It's got a cool ass house.
Let me guess it,
Go for it.
but you got to give me 3 hints.
3 hints. Go ahead.
You know you have to give me the fucking hints.
I gave you hella hints. What you mean? It's got a little adventure in it.
That's the fucking hints, bro.
It's a little comedy. Cool ass house. It's, and I really like movies from like
Those aren't hints, so give me like for real hints. Though.
like late 80s to
Okay.
right about I don't know 2007, I guess.
So when was this movie made? Which decade?
It was in the 80s.
Late 80s.
Yeah, late 80s.
Okay.
Well,
That's
mid to
hint
late
number
80s.
one.
Yeah.
Give me another one.
I can't. Any hint's gonna just give the movie away.
Has a cool ass house, a cool iconic house in it.
Yeah, like people still go.
Home Alone.
No,
Fuck.
good guess though.
That was good.
Yeah, people
All
still
right,
do
all right.
go to like
That
look
was-
at this house.
Oh, okay. All right. What's
It's like
third?
a cult classic movie. Like it's gonna be in everyone's list. Who's
Okay.
like a movie connoisseur? It should be. Huh?
Friday. Yes.
Cool ass house. Yo, that house in Friday was sick, dog.
bro, love Friday. Everything Friday. I don't this shit got everything I've seen in the movie Friday.
And it's Friday today.
Yeah, it's all Friday. Yeah. Okay. So it's to be everybody's list.
He
Is
loved
it-
that one
is it-
song.
is it-
Friday.
But see, here's what's throwing me off. It's in everybody's list, but it also has a childlike feel to it. Because I would have said The Shining, right? But
No,
that's in a lot of people's
it's not a
lists.
childlike feel to that movie though.
But that was what's throwing it off. But it has the iconic house in it. It was made in that timeline.
Yeah.
That's also a good guess. Both my guesses are good based off of your 2 hints. I'm gonna need a 3rd hint though. Because going off those 2, I can keep ringing them bitches off.
I'm gonna say
It's wildly popular. It has an iconic house and it was made in the late 80s.
and it has one of the most iconic movie lines in it. It's like a chant or like a. There's not like once you hear the movie, you're gonna be like, oh, that's why you couldn't give me too many hints because
Yeah.
anything I say is I'm like, oh yeah. Bunch of kids. Adventure,
What y'all boys got?
outdoors, cool house, bunch of kids,
Not Friday.
iconic line. Next Friday.
Friday after. Yeah.
Huh?
Say Richie Rich.
No, The Goonies.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. It has everything I love about a movie.
But I hate the You know how you threw me off? Actually, I'm gonna just keep it a bean with you.
What?
The iconic house part.
Dog, people still do, like, it's like a tourist attraction in Oregon.
I'm sure they do, but that house was only in the movie for like the first.
Yeah, but it's so
portion.
fucking cool. Like that's where they find the fucking treasure map in the attic, and it's like,
man, that was a stretch. The iconic house part is the only thing that threw me off. If you would have gave me a different hint, because think about my answers to what you were saying. The Shining, it's all in the house. It's an iconic house,
well,
right?
hotel, but yeah.
Well, okay, true. But then you have Home Alone.
Yeah,
I thought
those are
for
solid
sure
guesses
it was
for
fucking
sure.
Home Alone, bro.
If you keep it a bean, bro, do got a point about Friday. People do go visit Friday.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do. It's like, yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus. All right. So that's your favorite movie then?
I think so. I think it might be.
Every time you watch it, you're like, wow, this is amazing.
Because I was in the room with Jace and Louisa. Louisa was kind of in and out of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Lights were still off, and I was like, I'm just going to throw on a movie real quick. Well, keep Jace,
Yeah.
cool so he's not tripping the fuck out, and Louisa's like trying to sleep.
Okay.
So I just, my TV in the room, like when you turn it on, it shows like Netflix, but it shows what's on Netflix, and it shows like under that what's on that. And I saw the Goonies on Peacock, and I was like, I ain't seen the Goonies in a minute. I was like, fuck, I just throw it on.
Goonies is great.
And I watched that, and I was like, dog, this has everything
What you want in a movie?
I want in a movie. It's a little outdoorsy. It's a little adventure. It's like,
It's kind of pushing that line of like, oh shit, gonna cut the hand and the
but yeah, that's a question I've never been able to answer. Like, what's your favorite movie? And that might change. I might watch something else I haven't seen in a while and be like, damn, but this though. But as of right now, like, I think that checks all the boxes for what I look for in a movie.
I personally can't think of my favorite.
Yeah, it took me
movie of all
32
time.
years, so don't
But
feel
right
rushed.
now, if you were to ask me right now,
Friday.
Fuck.
Stuart Little is fire.
It's fire.
That shit's fire. I know me and Jace watching tomorrow.
I know Four Brothers right now is in my top 5 for sure.
When that fake ass Anakin Skywalker dude dies,
Tron. When Tron dies.
when Tron dies,
Yeah. He got to screaming for his brother. His brother came out with that brick said, fuck that gun. Nah, that shit.
this movie when him and old boy fight on the ice.
Yeah, he's like, come on.
Keep it a bean with you. The brother was out of luck off the rip. We're on the ice. This is my territory.
Nah.
I do this ice shit. You ever seen hockey?
Well, they were both.
I'll be straight.
Bobby Mercer. They were both.
What was the dude's name? The bad guy?
I should know this. I don't know, but it's the Mercers, right? It was Bobby
Yeah.
Mercer.
Wasn't it like sweet?
Sweet? I don't know.
We had like some kind of device where we could look up this information.
No, for real. But that's definitely a top 5 for me right now, I think.
Did you watch it recently?
Nah, but it's one of the movies. So when I was a kid, I used to have all right, so I was a kid, bro.
Autism.
Yeah. So when I was a kid though, I used to always have to like take care of my brothers, right? I was like cook and clean all the time, like steadily every fucking day. And we had a like a TV VCR, like a 2-in-1 type thing. You know what I'm talking about? Where the VCR right at the bottom.
Yeah.
So that bitch was.
I was right. Victor Sweet. And it was sweet.
Yeah, Victor Sweet.
Sweet ass dude.
So that it was like in the kitchen, right? And I was always in the kitchen washing dishes, cooking for my brothers. When we ate, we have to eat in the kitchen. So I'd always have the shit on. There's a few movies that I always had, like that I always just run back. Like
I think
as
that's like
background
just
noise.
a thing from our generation.
Mission Impossible 2 was one of them, with the motorcycle scene and all that shit.
yeah.
Fucking Four Brothers was one of them. And some other shit I don't remember right now. A Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg was one of them.
Yeah.
That shit
Yeah.
was hard too.
I had Underdogs
Underdogs.
with Justin Timberlake. How High with the Blade in her. And
Wait, the How High box with the Blade DVD in it? That's real.
No, he said he had Blade. He had Blade
Oh,
as well. That's
oh.
3. That's 3.
And fuck us another we had. We used to always have one.
There was like that, like 10 movies.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Hot tub time.
And those are like the ones that you just throw them in.
Just repeat.
Yep.
And you'll pause that bitch like when you're done eating. Like I'll be back.
I remember my mom had, because I would spend summers at my mom's house, and then she just had the same like 10 DVDs. She had we talked about it on one of the other episodes, that Charlie Sheen movie, Beyond the Law, where he's the FBI agent. He infiltrates the motorcycle gang. He's real wrapped up with them. It was that one. It was Boat Trip with Cuba Gooding Jr. and that Hispanic dude where they go on that gay cruise. It was that one.
Yeah.
It was The Ringer. It was I had one earlier. I got a fucking bubble in my throat. You hear that?
Yeah. Cuba Gooding Jr. was actually a really good actor too. He just kind of went kind of crazy. Yeah, radio.
That's what did him in. They say you're never supposed to
Boys to Men.
commit to that role.
Boys to Men, radio. Fighting Temptations was hard. Down to the river. Yeah, that shit was hard. Shadow Boxer. He was in Shadow Boxer, I think it's called, where he's like an assassin.
Snow Dogs.
Yep, Snow Dogs. He was a great actor for real. But he started tripping.
No, he had that KFC bucket on his head, and that was a wrap.
Yeah, man, that's fucking. Hate to see it.
Hey.
Anyways, still out here trying to pay my fucking bills.
No, what? No, I'll put a fucking bucket of chicken on my head. Fuck it.
Yeah, man.
As long as I don't go out like Kramer or something like that.
Crazy shit. Also, Wolves. I think Wolves in 5, bro.
Think so?
I don't think the Warriors. Right now it's 1-1. I don't think the Warriors are winning another game.
Not without Steph.
They beat us when Steph left the court, but to be honest, we came out rusty. That's what 5 or 6 days of rest will do in the playoffs. As y'all know, for those of y'all have played, if you take too much time thinking shit's sweet and you sitting around, the other team's grinding it out, 7 games. They got 1 day to rest. Like, fuck it, they still hungry. Everybody comes on, and you're at home on top of that, so you're not even feeling the pressure.
There's benefits to both. There's benefits to having a little rest.
Yeah.
Because you can get too much rest.
Yeah.
To where you're kind of stiff. But these guys came fresh off. But at the same time, they could come fresh off and be beat up, but you're kind of healed up.
Yeah. And obviously obviously it's working to our advantage, which I hate to say because I wish we could beat the Warriors with Curry. But
I feel that. Yeah.
But Curry got hurt. Why? Because all that fatigue and 7 games, and it was a physical series, and they were running, right?
Is that a motorcycle? We finna get abducted?
No, it was a motorcycle because initially I thought something else. But yeah, bro, there's you know, there's perks to both sides or whatever, but I think that the Wolves will win for the same reason they beat the fucking Lakers, bro. We got more size, and the rest obviously is gonna help. We got more depth. They got a little depth, but I mean, our bench could damn near start for some teams, bro.
That's what did it for the Mavericks in 2011. We had a starting bench.
Yeah.
We had Tyson Chandler coming off the bench.
That was the hardest playoff win ever, bro. That motherfucker had to go through the greatest teams
from that time frame. OKC when they were OKC
with the big 3.
All due respect, swept Kobe and the Lakers.
Yeah, I don't like how you said that, but yeah.
And then
they definitely smashed on my boys.
The Blazers with LaMarcus Aldridge. That was the first round, but
then they had to go against the Heat.
They were that was the first team to.
They didn't play the Spurs that year. I'm probably thinking about when the Lakers had to do it.
When the Lakers had to play the Heat?
No, when they had to play the Spurs.
Hey, say what you want. I hate the Spurs, but I got a crazy amount of respect for that era of the Spurs.
I mean, Pop's top 5 NBA coach of all time.
For sure, 100%.
If not top 3.
Like, you watch old clips of the Spurs when it was like Tim Duncan, Ginobili. Like, you watch how fluid and like the chemistry they had.
I had this argument the other day. I said Popovich top 3, and they were like, yeah. One dude, he's from San Antonio, but he says, I'm not even just saying this like as a San Antonio Spurs fan. He said, but I think I picked Pop over
Phil
Jackson. I said, you're out of your fucking mind. And he said, why? He had MJ, then he had Kobe. Pop never had that. I said, bro.
He had Tim Duncan.
He had the best power forward of all time. Fuck is you talking about right now? Y'all gonna pick and choose when it's convenient to have the best of all time? And then on top of that, MJ and Kobe wouldn't have been as good as they were without the coaching. Just like Tim wouldn't have been as good without the coaching. How many times do you see talent go into the league, bro, and then it gets wasted?
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel he was a wild boy. Me and this fool went to school with him.
Yeah, he was.
Well, when I was.
Hey, but
at
I'll tell
school.
you this though. He has to be top 3, if not top 1 collegiate athlete
Fuck up.
of all time.
Oh.
Oh, fuck up. Yeah, well, he fucked up in the NFL. But, dog, the shit that he was doing in college, he was making them boys look fucking goofy out there on the field.
No, Aggies, there'll never be another Aggie as good as him.
No, 100%.
Or anybody that plays at Tybee will never be as good as him. I mean, he probably holds that.
I'm sure.
You never know, though. I mean, surprisingly, Tybee has them.
It's just crazy to be like
athletes.
It's just crazy to be. I mean, I didn't know him personally, but just to be like.
Shit, I don't really know him either, bro.
Like, he was like a year below us in school.
You know, I was always grounded.
With Pat.
Yeah, bro was a
Yeah,
starter
same type
for.
shit.
He from our area.
Well, yeah, same, except if Patrick Mahomes went to your school, type shit. Yeah. Honestly,
Glazing Johnny Manziel right now, ain't we? Fuck him.
no, I'm not glazing, bro. I mean, I was never even in school. I had to get my GED when I was 16. I was done with school at 16. I said, bad. I was supposed to go to the military because I was fucking up bad, but you know me, Mr. Manipulate the system.
I loved high school.
I fucking hated it, bro.
I loved.
I ain't like the work, but I like.
Oh man, I hated it.
No, high school was fun, dog. And it's weird because, like, you know, they say like you don't realize it until it's over. Like anything, not just school in general. Like once
Yeah.
you're done with it, that's when you're like, damn, that was a lot of fun. But like in school, I was like, enjoy this. Like this is gonna be one of those things that you're like, for sure think about.
Not me.
Well, you weren't a student, period.
Yeah,
It just
I'm not
wasn't
gonna
in your
lie.
DNA.
Yeah, no. Definitely was not in my DNA.
No.
Good times.
Nah. Yeah. I don't know about yours, but
Yeah.
I mean, good for you.
Yeah.
Scared the shit out of me.
To be honest, bro, I was nothing about, well, okay, not to get too dark and serious, because sometimes I will do that, but nothing about my childhood was fucking good, period. All right. But in high school specifically, dude, I was always so fucking angry, bro. And the bitches I kicked it with or I would talk to or whatever were like the bitches, like the walking red flags.
Mm-hmm.
The girls doing coke in the bathroom and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wilding out when they pop out. And like, it's like, even like the friends I was having, like, I had a couple like, that were just like my dog or whatever, but I was a very angry kid, bro. I was destined for it. I always say if my mom wouldn't have moved to Texas.
Yeah.
So when I got caught, so I was on the run in Minnesota, and when I got caught, they were like, your mom lives in Texas now, and I'm like, whatever. They're like, yeah, we can't let you out. You're a fucking kid. You're 14. So they kept me locked up for a few months until they got shit squared away, and then they transferred my probation and everything down to Texas.
Yeah.
But like, dude, in that time span of being in Minnesota for like, when I was like 14, 15, 13, 14, 15, like those times, bro, I did everything from like smoke dope to kicking people's doors to, smoked meth, just jumping motherfuckers, just everything you can think of, just robbing motherfuckers, everything. Like, it's.
See, we did bad shit, but we didn't do shit like that. Like, me and the homies, it's like after school, in middle school, every day we would all walk home together, and we would take a path to where like, all right, Dreek's house first, so we're gonna walk to Dreek's house, drop him off, then we're gonna walk to Rooch's house, then we're gonna walk to your house, and my house is last type shit. So all the homies would walk home together. Yeah. But like sometimes on the way home, like our parents got off work late or whatever. Sometimes on the way home, I'm saying like no one would be home to be like, hey, where you at? Right. We'd stop at, Shorty's house, and me and the homies would like find a girl from school who we thought was rich. Yeah. And like have one of the homies like, hey, go finesse her. Like she thinks she thinks you're cute. Go tell her like, hey, like we finna come over after school and kick it type shit. And so we go to Shorty's house after school. Me and all the homies, Dreek and old girl would go in the room, do what it does, and we would we wouldn't steal anything, but like we eat up all their fucking snacks. Fill our backpack with like their groceries and shit, sodas and snacks and shit like that. Maybe take a video game. Like, oh shit, they got Grand Theft Auto. Let's grab that.
Type shit, yeah.
That's
normal,
the extent
shit.
of
normal bad kid shit.
Yeah,
or whatever. While on that shit. Yeah,
I wasn't kicking in. They let me in.
Yeah, no, I ain't.
Their daughter let me
tripping.
in. Like, what the fuck you want me to do?
We know I was on the run for most of my childhood.
Yeah,
people don't know that.
Running from your sexuality.
Oh God. Oh God. Nah, but for real, I was actually like tripping, you know? But if I would, what I'm saying that is because if I would have moved to Texas to a small ass town, which I immediately got in trouble in, obviously.
It's a badass small town.
It is, but also it does not compete. So if I was doing shit like that, you got to think my first day at school, bro, I try to push a kid down the steps.
That was me.
No.
Imagine.
No, it was some kid that I thought was somebody else for whatever reason. And
bro's first day in Texas, he thinks he knows somebody.
No,
pushed this fool down.
Well, somebody had jumped my cousin, Czar, who's no longer here, right? But at the time, he had just got jumped. So as soon as I get off the plane, I didn't know that the town had a bunch of twins. All I knew was some twins jumped. I'm from a big city. I had never even seen twins like that. So I go to a small town.
The baseball teams named the twins.
Right. That's the only twins I was seeing.
I saw my first twin in Kerrville, Texas.
Yeah, so I saw some twins, and I was like, bet, gotta be. And I tried with everything I could to push them down the steps, and then bing, 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 you know. Things escalated quickly. Right, yeah, exactly. Yep. And that's when, you know, everybody surrounded me, and they were like, who the fuck is this? They knew who I was, and I was like, come on. Run up. First person run up, I'm beating the fuck out of you. Anybody else can do what they gotta do. I was a very angry kid, bro. But I say all that to say, if I would have stayed in Minnesota though, when I was already like engulfed in like a lifestyle and everything, where I'm already doing all of these crazy things as a child. Like my son's 12, bro. I can't imagine my son doing none of that shit. None of it, bro. So I'm like, damn, if I wouldn't have moved, if my mom would have moved to Texas and forced me to move, bro, I probably wouldn't be where I am today, either alive or, you know, free or whatever the fuck, have a healthy mental now, somewhat, you know, and shit like that. Like a better version of myself is now. The best version of myself is right now. And that wouldn't be the case if...
Stayed up there.
Exactly. So that's the best part about moving. Plus, I wouldn't know anybody in this room. Or any of my homies. I wouldn't know anybody if I wouldn't have moved down, which means everything about life would have been different.
Oh, I moved in with my mom to duck a fade. So I know about moving. I was
that's crazy.
Living in Dallas at the time. My mom lived in San Antonio. And so, you know, every summer I'd go down there to my mom, summers and Christmases. And there was this kid, I can't remember his name exactly, way older than us. Like, looking back, like, bro should have.
Okay, my bad. How old are you?
This was middle school, so we're like 12, 13, is that?
Like 14.
I think 14's high school, right?
15 high school.
14, you about 7th grade.
About 7th grade.
Shit.
So around there.
Yeah.
There was this kid, he was older than us in the neighborhood. And I don't know why, but he used to fuck with me specifically. Like, just me.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
And I was just like, fuck. And he was like, wait till you get to high school. It's going to get worse. And I'm like,
bro, low-key gay, wasn't he?
Nah, he was like,
fuck with you. Fuck he fucking with me for?
Wait till you get to high school.
No way.
And I wasn't like, I was scrap. I'd get my ass beat a lot, but I was still scrap. But it was just, this dude was like.
Yeah, you were kind of nervous and
like
timid.
The typical
like you'd
bully.
rather not. Yeah, you'd rather not.
We went down to my mom's. It was the summer of 8th grade, so next year was going to be high school. Because where I went to school, middle school was 6th, 7th, and 8th, and high school was 9, 10, 11, 12. Like I know most high school.
I think that's what all of them is. 7 and 8th is middle.
Well, there's some like high school doesn't start until. Oh yeah, so like where I was living in Dallas.
9th grade is freshman.
9th grade was still middle school.
What?
Yeah, so middle school was 7th, 8th, and 9th, and then high school was 10th, 11th, and 12th.
So freshman.
I was a freshman, but I was
sophomore.
still in middle school.
Or was it a freshman, junior, senior? Because
you start high school as a sophomore.
Junior.
A freshman is in middle school.
Dallas like that though. Because what part of Dallas we stayed at, 9th grade had their whole school. It was only nothing but 9th graders in there.
But anyways, so I was down with my mom for the summer. Me and my sister. My sister was like, I think I'm just gonna stay here with mom for the year. Like we live with dad.
Right.
Let's just. I'm just gonna spend
on
the year
mom.
with mom. And I was like,
thank God.
if I move down here with mom, old boy's not gonna beat my ass every day in high school. I could just start over. No one knows me down here.
Yeah.
I could just be whoever the fuck I want to be. Turn it into the same person. But
So
I did do that. I did move 3 hours away to duck a fade.
So did you do you look back on that? Is that one thing that you regret?
I don't think it's a regret because I think it turned me into the I'm never doing that again person I am today. Like I don't know if that hadn't happened, if I would be, I don't know what the right word is.
Yeah.
Like I'm not for the bullshit. If that hadn't happened. But you never know.
Yeah, I was just curious because I've done things like things like that. Not like moving to duck the fade or whatever, but this one time my fucking brother, my homeboy's like my best friend at the time, his older brother, I thought we were boys, but we weren't obviously, and I was pretty young. And that motherfucker said, "Didn't I tell you to leave?" And I stood up. And I thought he was playing, so I said something smart, whatever, smart ass shit. That motherfucker hit me. And I remember my first instinct, and it's the first time it's ever happened to me my whole life, because I was always fighting. I was like, ask anybody. I was fighting for my mom. My mom's seen me fight before.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the only time I've ever done this, and it still sticks with me to this day. And even though I was a kid and I was like, loyalty, you know how loyal I am and how I feel about that shit. So like, it's like sacred to not hit your fucking boys, or like if you're my homeboy's brother, I look at you as like but not everybody's like that, and I didn't know that at the time. Regardless, this is one thing that it still haunts me to this day, like the inner me, like the child of me. So when he hit me, bro, I remember I didn't hit him back, but I remember I thought about it.
Yeah.
When he hit me, my first instinct was, but I remember being like, clinch up, duck head, and then push him off, right? And I remember that happening, and everybody separated because it was all the homies in there. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And everybody thought I was going to hit him, and I didn't. So then everybody started questioning me, like, damn, why'd you fucking hit him? Why'd you fucking hit him? Yeah. And I was just trying to explain it to everybody, like, it doesn't matter, right? So I explained it to homeboy's brother, to my boy, about his brother, and he didn't even understand. He was like, man, fuck him. You should have beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? And that was like one thing that's like a vulnerable moment. Kind of like what you're saying about how you moved out of like, that's why I asked if it stuck with you, because for me, I got hit and I didn't hit him back, and it was like the only time I didn't do it. But also to like what you said, it also taught me, it was like the first time I didn't learn my lesson about people in general, but it did teach me.
I wouldn't say lesson learning, but there's a handful of moments in a man's life where you're like, okay, I'm not gonna do that again,
and it keeps happening. Yeah. Okay. So
like in your head, you're like, okay, I'm never gonna not hit that dude again. Like I'll make sure that doesn't happen
I didn't
again.
think that. I didn't think
See,
that.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. So eventually I started thinking that way. So for me, it was the bigger picture, because I still don't hit my friends, and I still don't hit my, like, and I still look at, like, for example, the moment I met you, I was already like, that's my dog too then.
Yeah, no, facts.
That's how we are, right? Just off GP.
That's why this fool texted me and he's like, hey, is it cool if I bring Drake? And I was like,
he be asking dumb shit, I know. But
nah, leave him in the car.
I told him to ask you if he can come over. I said, matter of fact, don't ask. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, just tell him you're coming
I didn't
over.
know this fool was in San Antonio. I'm thinking he's in New Braunfels, so I'm like, pull up at 7. That way, if he leaves now, he'll probably be here on time, because I didn't want him to pull up while we're recording and then be like, hey, I'm here, and then somebody got to let him in.
Yeah.
And then he was like, no, I'm just in the city. I don't got nowhere to go. I'm like, fucking pull up there. What the fuck?
I got off work. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, just got off work. He's like, damn. I'm like,
I thought you was
what you thought I was finna say?
No, I didn't know you were just.
Shit.
Bro was just in the city
I'm at the
driving
club,
around.
son. What you doing?
He's just driving around looking for you or me.
You know damn well this guy fucking. You see what time it is? What the fuck you think I'm doing? I'm sweating in the car right now.
To be honest, I was like, I don't know what time it is.
I said, hey, just pull up right now. Before I even hung the phone up, ding dong. Like, that dude was outside my house.
Nah, he was waiting. He was like
We
up the
was
street.
on the way when he said 7. Bro, because I put it on the speaker, and it was like, yeah, pull up at 7. Bro looked at the time. We looked at each other. I was like,
yeah, I didn't know y'all were here in the city, like, because y'all didn't check in or nothing.
Yeah, y'all should have checked in with them boys. They ain't even tell us nothing about y'all. But look, I tell you all that real quick, right? So that's not when I learned about how people were in general when I got hit in the process, but it was the first sign, and it put the idea in my mind that not everybody is gonna fuck with you the way you fuck with them. Not everybody's gonna everybody's
100%.
loyalty isn't gonna be the same value. I didn't learn my lesson by any means, but it was the first sign, and it also sits with me to this day that I didn't hit him back. So like it's like the little mustard seed, right? It's just there.
Yeah,
and it's always gonna be there.
I think mine being as dramatic as it is, like moving that far away.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have met my wife. I wouldn't have had my kids.
No, that's lit.
You know what I'm saying?
actually.
Like little decisions like that.
It's crazy how life works, bro.
And after that, when I would make big decisions like that, it would like excite me. Like when I decided after high school, when I decided to move to New Jersey,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I've done this before. I've moved from Dallas to San Antonio. Now I'm going to move from San Antonio to a whole new state.
Yeah.
And it was like exciting because I'm like, the decision you're about to make to either stay here in Texas or to go to New Jersey is going to alter the course of your life.
Which it did.
You're going to meet people. You're going to see, like, it's going to, so like to this day, like shit like that is.
Yeah, who knows where you'd be if you didn't go to Jersey, my boy. Wouldn't have them kids.
Nope.
That's the main thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like little decisions like that make insane impacts on your life.
Yeah, it does. That's wild.
Wow, wicked, wow, west. Wicked, wow, west. Now, since my phone's ringing, I wonder if it would. My phone's ringing. Would it stop the recording? It won't, right?
Yes.
Is it still recording?
It should be.
All right, bet. Say less. Nick, I'll call you later.
I got you. Press the red button.
Press a goddamn button. Rush Hour.
You want
Shout out to my
FaceTime?
boy Drake.
You want FaceTime?
Thought you was a Rush
that
Hour
boy?
fan. You got me out here looking foolish.
Somewhat. I fuck with Rush Hour. Rush Hour a lot. That was like one of the movies we had to, and all grown up.
My favorite part about the Rush Hour movies were the
I
bloopers
forgive you
afterwards.
for not calling me first, but now that we're already past
The
the forgiveness
bloopers.
stage.
At the end of the movie, those are my favorite parts from the Rush Hour movie.
Yeah, bro. We
What
can't
up,
answer
Slime?
because the thing's recording. You see what the fuck going on?
No, I see you, bro.
Do you?
No, I do. I'm actually in the middle of shit, though. This is crazy as fuck.
Now. So you can call bro when you take this shit, but you can't talk to us.
That's
Hey,
our
you
thing.
FaceTimed on. That's crazy.
That's our thing. We're trying to sync our poops up.
How's that working?
Well, it was going well until now. We have to start
How's
over
your
from
day?
scratch.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
We live, my guy.
Yeah. Hey, mute that mic next
Nah,
time
if
you
you gonna
moan
get
like
freaky.
that. He said, ah.
Motherfucker had to be big.
Bro, moan when he wiped.
Motherfucker gotta hurt him.
Bro, moan when he wiped his ass.
He got the grab in the toilet seat.
Rose the countertop.
Nah, for real. Yeah, he got his legs up. He rocking. He's rocking. God damn.
Hey, sometimes you gotta really
Shit, man. You tell us, man.
get them Johns out, my boy.
What you know about this banger right now, bro? You got this one?
No, I don't.
Come on, baby. You gotta get like me. Matter of fact, go to your hat collection so I can show these fools. Hey, we're gonna post a picture and make sure and send me a picture of it too so we can put it on the screen. This is OG Raymond. This is Nick. We finna put him on the he got the bangers, bro.
No, he does.
He got the fat.
So organized right now, bro.
It's okay, bro.
It's okay, bro.
It's okay.
It's not the Oprah show.
It's okay. Show me the top. Show me the goddamn
Give me some top. Show us the fucking hats.
yeah.
I'm gonna show you the top.
Yo, where the bookcase at?
Bookcase is no more, bro.
Bro,
I know.
that shit. He had the hats on that bitch. Like, you got a picture of it at least?
I think so, yeah.
We need that.
We need that.
Yeah.
The streets need that actually.
For our audio listeners, we are in the middle of a FaceTime with Big
What'd you
Dick
say?
Nick.
Continue it.
We didn't it?
What's good, bro?
Are you good?
Bro, sad. What happened?
Damn, bro's mad. I called him. You didn't answer. Cheer up. It's okay, bro. You know, hey, we're boys too. I'm not gonna talk about the sports shit with you right now. Fuck.
No, that's a whole different combo.
I know you saw what happened yesterday.
No, that I did. That I did.
Come on now.
Huh?
I wish we could play Curry out there though. I hate that fucking. But also next man up. It don't matter. Your team got to be able to roll. You still got Jimmy buckets. You know.
So Curry's back next game.
No, he's not.
He cried in the car.
No, he's not. It's a hamstring contusion. They said one game, then they're going to reevaluate. And they
You ever
said not
contused your
gonna be there.
hamstring before, Nick?
He said he's going to be out for probably at least till game 6. That's it's hammies, bro.
Yeah.
It's his hammy. It's something serious. Drake, you ever got an injury playing basketball? Nothing serious? ACL, hamstring, none of that?
I tore my asparagus once.
Oh, God.
Smooth in half.
I tore my ACL playing basketball. Hey, yo. Oh, they smashing them right now. All right, well, hey, let me lock it in. Let me finish up this episode and we'll hit you back. I just wanted to let you know that he wasn't ignoring you. Okay, bye-bye now.
I do be ignoring calls, though. But my homies know when I ignore their call.
I feel like if you
Do they?
with somebody, you really know with somebody.
Like, you know, like, I was like, I don't want to do that right now.
Like, well, I know damn well he got the phone in his fucking hand. Because I be with him all the time. Yeah, that's true.
It's like 2 p.m. on a Tuesday and you're off.
Oh, you seen him ignore people's shit and you're just like,
You know, I do it.
yeah.
Or like
really?
ignore the call, but then respond to the group chat. Like, That
That
Okay.
shit pissed me off.
okay, say less.
That shit pissed me
Or
off.
if
Well,
you
text
go-
me, though.
Yeah.
What up, though? All right,
Or
bitch.
post on social media, like, still ain't got a call yet.
Got the green dot on their shit. Like, wow.
So you're online right now, huh?
Okay.
You're going live.
I don't trust the green dot because it just said I was.
No, that is true. That is true.
I forgot about the green dot.
It just said I was.
I didn't.
That shit used to get me caught up in high school. I thought you was in bed. Why I'm not on your top 8? Oh my god.
I want to talk about your sobriety and changes in your diet that you've had.
I've had some negative changes in my diet.
Elaborate.
Ever since I quit drinking,
Which was roughly a few months ago. We'll say 2 months ago.
yeah, something like that. My fucking sweet tooth is like uncontrollable. Like I'm candy, cookies,
Going through
cakes.
Yeah.
When the fuck you ever came over and I said, you want some pie? I just got pie in the fridge.
Yeah, no, that is kind of different.
Fucking Oreos. I got Oreos dipped in fudge. Fucking hell
Nah.
yeah.
Feds.
Nah,
Hey,
bro. With
feds.
the,
Tell him speak up. We can't hear
but
him.
not just like milkshakes and fucking ice cream, and I'm just like can't get enough
Yeah.
of. But I did read up on that, so apparently like you've been getting these dopamine hits from alcohol for so long, and it's like your body's still looking for that like treat.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people who do quit drinking and quit doing drugs will get heavy into sugar for like a period of time because they're unconsciously you're trying to replace that dopamine hit with something.
Yep. That's true.
But it's been like,
So for me, obviously, sweets is a big thing for me.
but I can't. I thought I didn't have willpower. Boom. Hut. I thought that I didn't have willpower. There we go. With the alcohol.
Yeah.
This sugar shit, I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm finna eat half of a pie at noon.
Yeah. Honestly,
I got candy
that's
right
true.
here.
You know what else? You know what else happens is so I agree because like I love sweets and everything. Obviously,
I feel amazing.
You know,
And
how
you asked me a while. You and Steph both asked me a while ago. I do mean to cut you off. Sorry.
you're good.
I don't.
It's either way.
Either
Fuck
way.
it. It's there. We're here.
I've been cut off.
Yeah.
You were asking about like mental clarity, and I was like, nah, it's not the same. But like this past week,
Yeah.
I've noticed it in
Yeah.
different ways.
Yeah.
Because when someone says mental clarity, I'm thinking like you're sharp, you're on
Yeah.
point. But it's not that necessarily. It's I'm remembering things easier. Like there would be times like dead ass, like I would watch a TV show or a movie before bed.
Yeah.
I'd go to work the next day, and I could for the life of me like, what the fuck did I watch last night?
Yeah.
Like I'm like
Yes, sir.
sitting there like I do not remember what fucking movie I watched an entire movie and I don't remember what the fucking movie was.
Yep.
But like now I'm just like this is a big stretch, but like, remember the movie Limitless?
Yeah.
When he first takes the pill?
Yeah.
It's like not that extreme, but it's like that. I'm just like, oh shit, there's.
Yeah, man. That's what I meant. It's something that you don't notice. Like, how are you feeling today? You know, it's not like that. It's just like, is your mind moving? Is you feel clearer? And it's like, nah. But then you look back and you're just like, actually, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like you just said, that's exactly what it is, bro. And it's just gonna get better too. I mean, as you go, like, you know, whether or not you do drink or you don't drink. But for me,
I don't think I want to stop drinking. I was talking to Luis and my dad about this, like, because for me, alcohol wasn't a, hey, you should stop doing this because it's affecting other people. Which I guess it was, because I do have responsibilities. I have a wife and kids, so anything I do affects them. But I mean to the point where like people like don't want to be around you.
Yeah.
Like you're hiding it, shit like that.
I feel that. That's how I was.
So for me, it was just like I had a health scare that scared the fuck out of me, and I was like, I need to fix some shit.
Yeah.
But I would like to like, oh, hey, it's so and so's wedding. Oh yeah, I'll have a couple of glasses of champagne. Now, am I gonna be able to just have those couple glasses of champagne and not pick up beer on the way home? You know what I'm saying? Or
no.
Am I gonna be able to just be like?
No, but also I am curious how that day goes for you, how it plays out, because
I might. Because you did it when my dad was in town for the show. You're like, oh, fuck it, I'll drink. And then you're like, nah, no, it wasn't. I didn't like that.
I didn't like the sloppy feeling. I fell in love with how you're feeling right now. I fell in love with not lacking, being alert, being in full control, not having any stupid stories, not having to say sorry, not having to make myself feel better about something, just remembering everything, not having that nasty fucking taste in your mouth when you wake up in the morning, that thick, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't realize how much it affects your mental too. Like, you'd be like, why am I all fucking depressed? Well, because you've been drinking alcohol every single day for
I was
the
going to
past.
get to that. It's easy for you to control your emotions and how you're feeling, and like, that's why all these...
Because I was talking to Louisa the other day, about stopping, and I was like, people do drink because they want to numb themselves to whatever they got going on. That's not why I drink. I just I'm a country dude from Texas. I drink beer. That's just kind of like,
it's the aesthetic.
It's not even aesthetic. It's like you're born into it. Like,
it's like a cigarette and a motorcycle.
Yeah, like you're born into a house who drinks and parties, and it's just like, this is just something you do.
Yeah,
it's just another thing. But alcohol does still have those depressant qualities to it. So whether or not you're drinking it to numb the pain, it's going to numb something.
Most suicides happen when people are drunk.
Right. So it's going to numb your...
I also made up that, but it does sound legit.
You shouldn't have said that because I believed you.
I was saying that to prove a point. Keep going.
But
with conviction, baby.
It's still going
Learn
to...
that from Denzel.
It's still going to numb something. And I think for me, it was numbing like my like lust for life. I was kind of just like, nah, I'm cool with just going home and doing nothing. Like, it wasn't like I'm gonna go home and do nothing. Like, fuck, I should be doing something. Like, it got to a point where it's like, no, I want to just go home and do nothing.
Yeah.
It was like numbing that, like that vigorance. Chill out. I said with a V. So you popped up quick. But that vigor for God damn, that vigor for life.
Hard R on that one.
The vigor for life.
That's your man's. Hey, that's where B learned that shit from. The fuck?
Uncle.
It all makes sense now.
Only one he didn't talk to during the situation.
Keep me out of it.
His ass was hiding, ducking the phone. Like,
I hit bro quick. Hey, delete them texts.
Nah, for real. Or else.
Or else.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Cause now I'm just like,
maybe.
I get up and I actually want to do something.
Yeah.
I don't want to just be like.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll see how you feel when you drink again, bro. I think it's cool to say that and sound like that, and you never know, I guess. We'll see when you drink. Like I said, I want to hear how it goes, because even with Trav don't drink nearly as fucking much. He fell in love with the whole, he just gave that clarity, that sobriety a little bit. Once you realize, and I ain't trying to make nobody feel bad, but once people realize how fucking dumb alcohol in general is, how bad it is for your mental, your health, your decision making, everything about alcohol is not good, bro. And it's a crutch, and it's like, why do you need it? Oh, I love the taste. We got the taste figured out for you then. So why else do you need it? Because I want to cut up and have fun. Oh, so you need it to have fun.
Right.
Then there's a bigger issue at hand. But once you figure out like you can have fun without it, and you actually have more fun without it because you remember everything. You don't. It's like, and then you feel guilty because you've been devoted so long. Maybe you won't feel guilty, but for me, this is another thing. Like I know I could never drink because of how many people I know look at my sobriety as motivation without telling me or saying it. Some of the homies don't have to tell me that, but I'm self-aware enough to know that my sobriety is bigger than me now, to where it's like, okay, I can't actually do it because then. So even Trav said once, he said, man, you start drinking, then fuck, we're all screwed. But you've been sober forever, you know? So, but like, I just want to see how it goes for you, man. Cause I think if you start, I don't know. But for the reasons that you're telling me that you would want to drink, it's like, but you don't need that. You don't want that. You don't like, you can do all that without drinking. And then there's a certain power that comes with it, bro, because you walk into the room. For example, I went to Jake's wedding. I did not drink. Everybody knew I didn't drink. I go to a show, go to a bar. I do not drink. Motherfuckers know that's, it's like a certain power. It's like a, hey man, you want a beer? Hey, you want this and that? No, I don't drink. You don't drink? No, I don't drink. Oh, fuck. Why not? Because I don't like it. I don't want to. Oh, that's badass. Everybody said that's badass. Because that's like, it's like taboo in this world. It's like a crazy way of living. Oh, you're sober? Completely. Not just like junkie sober or like whatever the fuck. 420 sober because of like parole. You're sober.
Yeah.
Like straight the fuck up. But you're still cool. You're still funny. You're still you. I'm still making the kind of music I'm making. I'm still dressing how I'm dressing. Still hanging out with the same people.
Where the drinking is at.
Yeah, I'm chilling with everybody that drink. And you know that. I've been like that for many years.
I think for me though, my drinking wasn't for the fun side of it. Not to say my drinking was not fun. I drink at the house by myself.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah. Right. So then, why would you want to drink again is my question, I guess.
Because I did enjoy it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Just the feeling? The buzz?
The buzz is good. Once you get drunk, then it's not fun.
Yeah.
But like those first 3 drinks, that's like the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Like if you could just hang on to that. Yeah. But the thing is, as we all know, you got to keep drinking. And then you get to a point where it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
This isn't fun. Now I feel like shit. I'm not sure I should drive home.
Yeah.
Like then, you know what I'm saying? Avoid, that's where it doesn't become fun.
Right. So is the buzz worth like what's going to happen after the buzz or the day after? Is that like something you're just like, it's worth it? This buzz I'm feeling right now is worth it. Even if I wake up hungover, or if I get super drunk, or maybe I don't. Maybe you just get sleepy because you go from buzz to sleepy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
if you either buzz to sleepy or buzz to drunk. It's not. It's one or the other, like you said. Is there not another way that you could fill that void, that feeling, whether it's smoking?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
No judgment. I'm just curious because for me, I would agree that buzz is a good feeling, but I get tired.
For me, quitting alcohol wasn't an accomplishment for me. Like people, not in my eyes, it wasn't. I don't look at it as like
you did it for your health, which makes it an accomplishment.
Yeah, but I didn't do it with it being an accomplishment. Like there's people that, all due respect to them, make sobriety their personality.
Yeah, it's different. That's not what you did.
I wasn't like, man, I gotta quit this. I'm gonna count the days and.
Yeah, no, you didn't go through the steps. You didn't go through the steps or like the recovery center, but it still is an accomplishment. Don't downplay it. It's something impressive.
I'm not downplaying it. I'm saying my motivation was for. It's not like, oh man, look at me go. I'm 4 days in. I'm 5. Like I'm just like, all right, just something I did that I stopped doing. Like it's not like. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I think that you're looking at sobriety as like the corny 90-day recovery.
No,
with all due respect, like he said. Where it's like cheering yourself on. It's not that. You just wanted to get sober and it was nonchalant. And it is an accomplishment to do it because that was your goal. You said, I'm not going to drink because we had an episode. You're like, I'm going to see what I can do. I'm not making any promises, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. You did that and continued. That's an accomplishment. It's not like a But I'm not recovery.
Out here like, yeah,
of course not.
Way to go me. # sober Tony. Like,
well, neither am I.
You feel me? Like,
yeah. And I've been sober for fucking forever, you know?
Yeah, but you talking about your sobriety being more about just you. It's about other people now. That's not... And then when you walk into the room and it's like a power trip to be like, I'm sober.
It's not
Different.
a power trip, but yeah, there's perks to it. It's different. It's different. It's a different lifestyle. You start getting the gratification of not having to do things to feel that feeling or whatever.
Which
but
it should feel better because all your joy or whatever you're going to experience at this party, we'll call it a party, the fun, the joy, it's all coming from you. It's not coming from some outside source. And you're like, oh, wow, I can actually make myself.
Yeah. Don't get hung up on, because sometimes you do that. Don't get hung up on the people telling me that's badass. Why are you sober?
I don't think I'm getting hung up when I'm just bringing up everything you talked about.
Yeah. So that is one part, but everything else I said is also a reason, whether it be my health or, you know, all the other reasons I was talking about. But yeah, either way, it don't matter. I mean, sobriety can be corny or not, I guess.
I don't think it's corny. I just don't think it needs to be like a part of you now.
Everything's a part of you. If it's you,
Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying, or am I
if
tripping?
you do it, it's your part of you.
Yeah, but it doesn't need to be like, look at me go, I'm sober.
I don't do that. That's what I'm saying. You're thinking too much about the sober. I think you're thinking too much about the 90-day recovery system, or like the recovery in general, where it's just like sobriety is sobriety. Like, look at me go. Like, you're not talking about it. I don't talk about it either. A lot of people don't talk about it. It's just
yeah, but I'm saying, like, I'm not gonna look at it like the way that you're looking at it. Like, it's nothing wrong with the way you're looking at it. Like, by you saying like it's affecting other people, I don't think I'm in that position to where it's like, this isn't just about me now.
That's
it's
why
about
you don't look at it like him, or like it just people period. Because with Hills, it was more affecting people around them and maybe people how they look at them. Like,
oh, for sure.
So it's like
it was a different reason.
Yeah, it was more.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like yours was just like it was a health scare.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't really. His is like it should be something you should brag about, because it's like I was hurting people, or like people didn't like me, but look at me now. You know, I'm good.
What?
which is not something he brags
Okay.
about. I wouldn't say
Yeah,
that
I know
he
what
brags
I'm saying.
about.
Like, you know,
Right.
people was in his
Yeah.
shoes. That is something to brag about, is because I am changed.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
You didn't have that issue where people can say, like, he's, you not on bank, like we ain't worried about you or nothing like that. Like,
Yeah.
So I feel like I understand what y'all both saying.
I would say not directly. It wasn't. I would say your drinking wasn't affecting others
No, it definitely was.
like how mine was affecting others, right?
Yeah.
Mine was like crazy drastic. You need to fucking stop.
Mine was
doing
affecting
shit.
others in the way that's like, hey, I might not see my dad as long as I could see him if he wasn't
Right.
fucking drinking every day.
Or let me just break it down to the.
But people aren't looking at my sobriety as like inspiration. They're not like, wow, Tony
don't
can
think
do
so?
it. No.
It's only been a couple. It hasn't been that long.
Yeah, but
I've told a few people that you quit drinking. I'm not just saying this to be like, keep going, but you're downplaying. I feel like you're downplaying everything without knowing that you're downplaying everything that you've been.
it's
going
not my
through.
intent to downplay anything.
Right, and I'm aware of that, and I don't know if maybe I'm reading too much into it even, but I feel like the way you're talking about it is like downplaying, because every person I tell that you quit drinking to, or even Steph tells, they're always like, what the fuck?
Well, maybe-
you and a beer was like,
Well, then maybe it was a bigger deal.
you know,
Like that.
yeah,
Maybe it was a bigger deal to other people than it was to me.
because they didn't think it would happen. They were like,
Well, no, I'm saying
nah.
like just the drinking in general. Like to me,
yeah,
it wasn't like, oh, Tony's always got like, it's just
Yeah.
a thing that I did.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Just like if I stopped wearing hats, the whole
Yeah.
world's not gonna be like, wow, Tony doesn't wear a hat anymore. That's so cool. It's just another part of me that I'm like, all right, I'm not doing that no more. Does that make sense?
yeah, like cutting your hair or whatever. Yeah, he has great hair and cut it off. Oh,
Yeah, it's like the whole world's not gonna stop and be like, wow, cut his hair.
right. Yeah,
Nah,
I mean
feel
that's
I feel
real.
like people would.
No, but I'm saying for
They do.
Yeah. Like,
For me-
if I post you right now without your hair, I bet I have a lot of people swipe up and be like, "Bro, cut his hair." Like,
Sometimes you.
but I see what you saying. For you, it's not like
Yeah.
a big, but like
I get what you're
I
saying.
get what both y'all saying.
He keeping it cool.
Credit you need to give yourself. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is you're downplaying it on some super cool shit.
Okay, they go and drink and they got health problems, but guess what? They still got that drinking in hand.
My
You
yeah,
actually stop. Like,
yeah,
drink and stop drinking is hard.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
can't do that for real.
And that is more. It's just like I said, y'all were like this, you and beer. So it's like, well, if he can, fuck, why can't I? Or whatever. Or maybe like, okay, Stephanie's aunt just she has like 24 hours to live or some shit, or a couple of days to live. Cirrhosis of the liver. She had a health scare, kept drinking recently. They're like, fuck that. Kept drinking, don't give a fuck. And now she has no choice. Now she's She's
Yeah.
gonna be dead in a couple days, regardless. Not to put too much shit on blast, but it kind of goes back to what you're saying. They kind of, y'all agree with me, right? He didn't really give himself the credit. He just downplayed it, which I get what you're doing it because you're keeping it cool and chill and humble,
No, I'm not
which
trying
is fire.
to be cool about it.
It's just
I'm being honest.
Yeah. You might not see it how we're seeing it, but I'm just putting it into perspective that it is bigger than you think, and it always is.
Yeah, like,
Sobriety always is because nobody fucking does it, bro. Nobody's fucking sober, bro. So even when you don't try it or you're just doing it, it's like sometimes you just do shit and it's just like, damn. You know, like how many times you've heard stories of people becoming, I'm not saying this is going to make you some type of a leader or something, but for example, right? Like, it's like, how many times you hear a story where like, he was chosen, you know what I'm saying? To lead or whatever. It's some of that shit just happens, bro. And it's just like little things you did for yourself or whatever. But it's actually a good thing that you did it for your health, you know? And I was just trying to pick your brain about sobriety. You know, I don't give a fuck what you do either.
Yeah,
Either or.
I mean,
I'm still in this
I've
bitch.
seen the story. Like, I was never like sitting there with a beer like, man, I gotta stop doing this, man. Every single day I tell myself, like, that was never the case. I've never had the intention to be like, man, I really gotta stop drinking.
You weren't as happy with yourself as you are. I will tell you that.
No, I agree with that
And
100%.
You definitely had a lot more like, fuck y'all, fuck me, it's some bullshit, right? And obviously, for whatever reason, but now it seems like you have more confidence. Now, you've always been a confident person though, but now it's just like, now you're
In my
just like,
element.
you have more sureness to yourself. Probably because it goes back to what we were thinking about, the whole clear
Yeah.
mental and everything else. You're able to
I was telling Luis the other day, we had a big talk about this the other day. And it was like, she made some valid points. She was saying, like, you're just not the person I met. Like, you used to be fun and we'd do stuff.
right.
And I was like, well, so the best example I could give her is like, if it's just me and you in a boat, right? Mm-hmm. And we both have a paddle. Mm-hmm. If I stop paddling, you're not going to notice it right away. I'm not going to notice it right away, but eventually the boat's going to start to, and then you're going to look like, hey, why'd you stop paddling? And it wasn't that I intentionally stopped paddling. I intentionally stopped being fun. I intentionally got old and grumpy. I didn't even realize I dropped the paddle. Yeah. I'm like, oh, fuck, I didn't even realize I dropped it. Fuck.
Yeah.
Get this back to where we need to go.
That communication is good.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't notice that you just get through a day. Like, let me just get through today. Let me just get through today.
You don't think drinking had something to do with that? Or
no, that's what I'm saying. That was the reason that I was just...
Yeah. So it did affect others around you. That's what.
No, I said it did.
Okay.
But not in the same way that it
not
affected...
in the same way. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Seems like life's a little better for you now that you're sober. That's all I'm saying. But what do I know?
So.
You're my dog regardless.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I know you're not. I'm not saying you are. You don't gotta get defensive either. I'm not saying you are. I know if it feels like I'm attacking you. If it does feel like I'm attacking you, bro, I swear to God, I'm not. I'm literally just trying to have like a healthy conversation about sobriety, because I can talk to somebody who also was addicted to something heavily and it was part of their personality.
Yeah.
And now you have a moment away to say, you know what, let's talk about it in a different sense.
Yeah. You don't really have anybody to like share that with.
Man, fuck no, I'm dolo in this bitch. But I will say Steph has actually been sober a little bit longer than you. 100%.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
100%.
Quit smoking and everything.
Steph don't even smoke, but it gets real hard for her. Smoking is the hardest thing for her to be around because she wants to smoke, but she did smoke. Cat's out the bag. She smoked once, bro, and while getting sober, bro, and she fucking did not like it because she had taken so much time away from it. Then when she came back, it made her anxious and shit.
It wasn't
right?
a fun high. It was like,
yeah, it was like, what the fuck? That's not like I remember.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm good on it. Nah, she's in the gym a little bit more, you know what I'm saying?
Like
getting them cakes right.
Stop eating like meat, not eating like Wendy's and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when I eat it, it upset my stomach.
It's like, ooh, we shouldn't have did that.
yeah.
Why you say Wendy's though? I'm crazy as fuck for that.
A little spicy chicken sandwich.
Nah, we was on the road. Remember, we went to Arby's. He said, "What the kind of fucking butt?" He said, "Who the fuck go to Arby's?" Me and Tony was like,
I do.
If you don't want it, just send it our way.
Well, with that being said, folks, this is
Nah, we got to make sure bro's good.
this is the end, folks. We're at about an hour and a half, which is about, standard for us, between like an hour, 10, hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
100%, man.
This was a good one.
You want to get up in here and just say what's up? Drop your info on this bitch.
Let the people know.
He's good. Anyways,
All right.
is this the polite thing to ask?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Rooch and Drake for pulling up, and
Yeah. Well, once we get some more mics, we'll have them like sit down in the living room.
yeah, we're just all four squeezed on
And
this.
we'll cut up. We'll cut up.
We
for
could have just
real.
had Drake here, Rooch there, and we could have just shared a mic.
Yeah,
No?
but
It's a little too close.
A little too
No,
close.
God.
That's what I was
And you
thinking.
started-
Yeah.
it already is hot. And you were saying some crazy shit a minute ago
Nah.
about Matrix. So, and Drake would have been sitting over there.
Talking about Drake right
Yeah. He said, man, I used to pop these pills. It was like the same color as your shirt, man. And fucking- I was like 12. His name was Steve.
You come here smelling delicious.
Yeah. Anyways, hey,
All
man,
right,
this
man.
is Richard's Kid, episode 12.
12, I believe so.
And we're fucking lit. And y'all
we love
know
y'all,
that.
man.
Subscribe,
like,
like, share.
Comment, hit that
Comments.
motherfucking notification bell so you know when the next episode drops and you could be the first one to watch it. And yeah, man, we love y'all. Y'all stay tuned.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey,
We
fuck
love
with
y'all,
y'all.
man.
The one man.
We fuck with you for real like that.
Yeah, man. They make you see through our act.